Kenny here with Gardening Simplified. It's October 11th. We're out here in the greenhouse and we're going to talk about these bananas. Now we have banana pups here and over here, and we have some pups coming off these ones. Let's see if we can zoom out a little bit. And we have bananas all the way up to the top. In fact, the leaves are having the time. And I'll see if we can zoom back in. Now this is the latest batch to bloom, and this was from this pup here. And I can't tell you exactly when it put that pup out, but it did bloom and set a nice bunch of bananas real early. So that was the third one. This was the second one, and it's got a good batch of bananas there. And in the background, let's look at the other one over here. We'll get a good view. And it's sitting right there. And look at those things. Most of them's yellow. There's only one green one left. We're going to take, well, there's some little bitty ones. We're not going to worry about them. But we're going to take the rest of these out of here, and we're going to tell you just how good these bananas have done. Okay, now we got the ladder set up. Now, I have a little situation because of the way that the little border around there is, so it's going to cause a little bit of a problem, but hopefully I can manage to work around it and work by myself because my helper is under the weather today. And that's it. Now this would have been a whole lot heavier, but we've already taken 14 bananas off of here. We harvest 3, then we harvested 11 more, and now we're harvesting the last of them here. Okay, we got them out here. Now, you could cut these off in bunches, that's like the stores would do. A lot of times when they're together, they don't ripen quite as quick. What we do with these, if we get a whole lot of them ripe at the same time, we just take and fill them and freeze them, put them in a Ziploc bag. They're like having little banana treats. See how many we got? That looks like 6 right there. 7, 8, 9. Sound like Sesame Street. We'll go ahead and take this one off. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I got a total of 28 off that first harvest on this banana. Now, one thing, while we're talking about harvesting bananas, and you could just cut these loose in bunches like you see in the store. What you would do is you just chop this off, leave them all together, and do them that way. Now, this bunch, when it started ripening, when the first one's ripened, you can cut this bunch of bananas, and especially if you're in a situation where you have to worry about bugs and stuff, well, not bugs, birds and things like that, you can cut it off and you could just tie this and hang this up somewhere, and you can take them off as they ripen and eat them. Just leave them on this stalk. If the rest were green, they'll slowly ripen up, and you can eat whatever is already yellow and ripe. Now, some of these are not quite all the way ripe. They're They're still kind of green, as you can see. And whenever you set these on the counter for a few days, let them ripen up good, you'll have some delicious bananas. But these here are real organic grown bananas, nothing sprayed on them. It's a wonderful feeling whenever you can eat the fruit you like and you grow it yourself. I'm going to slip this in here. There's one thing that I forgot to mention, and get my trusty machete here. And once your banana tree produces its fruit, it's no longer a viable plant to produce anymore. Bananas produce one bunch of fruit in their lifetime, and then they're chopped down. So here I go. I'm going to get into it. And okay, first thing we're going to do is get rid of a few leaves and see if we can do this without chopping ourselves. Now we've got a spring holding our top over, and it's going to be a little bit of an issue getting this out without doing any damage to the other bananas here. These sections are not real light because the banana holds a lot of water. So I'm going to reposition a little bit. Well, I've got the limbs pretty much trimmed out the way so we don't have that extra weight. Now we're just going to chop this down. I don't want to do too much chopping because I don't want to damage any of my plants next to it. There's a little bit of weight involved because they're full of water. We're just going to take this piece down, kind of put it out of the way, and then we'll take down some more of it. If I was a professional banana grower, I would do this in one chop. Now, a lot of people, once they take these down, they split them in half, keeps it from having bugs grow in the center. And we're going to try to get this base down without hurting our trees next to us. And that's basically what we're left with. You got all the bananas in. This here will just rot away, and the process continues. You can see the structure of that, how it is. It draws a lot of water up in there. Now, this process keeps continuing. As you can see, this pup that's right here that hadn't had bananas yet, it's had a little pup coming off of it. So this one here will be next year's crop. Zoom out just a little bit. But this one will be next year's crop. This one here already has bananas on it. And here's where the bunch come off. It just sets its little flower, comes out the top, and it blooms. And as it blooms, it sets bananas. But like I say, this is probably the sad part, because some of y'all might not be like me, but I kind of get attached to my plants, and it kind of bothers me when I even got to trim some leaves. But for their good health, we've taken some off of this plant over here. It doesn't need leaves according to those that actually grow bananas. It doesn't have to have the leaves to finish setting its bananas. But this is way up to the top, which might give bananas an issue in my other greenhouse with this variety, because how tall they grow. Over there, that new one's only going to be about 10 foot tall, where this is 14 foot to the peak. So we might have to figure maybe we'll have to do something different, maybe change varieties. But anyway, we'll finish this up. Now, if you want to see more videos like this, of course, hit that subscribe, hit the bell, select all, so you'll get the notifications. Give it a big thumbs up and share this video. Enjoy that gardening experience.